What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to tell you how I transformed my very dull garage, previously dull garage, into this pretty cool studio. Let's go and check it out. What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Now for this year I wanted to spice up the channel with a few other things that I do, and all to do with motorcycles, don't worry. And today I want to address the garage. Now the garage is a space that not only I saw my bikes, I saw plenty of other things that come from the house that the wife just says I don't want to hear and I need to bring it to the garage. And I'm running out of space with 2 motorcycles and bits and bobs for camping, barbecues and God knows what else. I'm running out of space, and to be honest I thought, you know what, I always wanted to turn this into a much cooler studio, I guess, for you guys. So what I'm going to do today is start on this project. So I'm going to be looking at how to improve all this area for you guys and tidy up a little bit more on the rest. Let me show you the status of this garage. So this is you guys. And I just use this tripod. It's nothing special, I got it on Amazon, but it's doing me quite well. I still have my Canon M50, the first version, still plenty for what I do. So I have the motorcycles here, the Transalp and the CB1000R, which is tucked in, but I'm going to be bringing out one of these days to show you all the mods that I've done on this, because it's due an update. But then there you go, I have here a lot of stuff. A lot of it has to go, so baby pushchairs and bags and stuff that I need to get rid of. Then all my tools, and this is already tidy up a little bit. So during Christmas time I managed to tidy up a lot, and all of this was piled up all the way to the top, and I managed to get rid of it and sort a lot of stuff out. So all of it went in boxes all the way there in the corners, and in the middle those are my tools where I can go and fetch them when I need to. But there you go, there you can see how much stuff I have around here. This is a print that I got commissioned of me with the CB1000R when it was still black, before I did the paint job on it, and it came out really well. Again, I didn't have space in the in the house, so I thought I'll bring it here so it doesn't get destroyed by the kids. Now, one of the things I've done, not only tidying up this area and here, so I have a little bit more space, although it doesn't look like it, I have way more space than I used to have. I got these boxes from IKEA, and they were about £7 with the lid, and you know, it gives me an idea of what's inside, or if I want to throw something in. So I have the things like to clean the bikes and some of the tools and all the rest, but it just keeps this a little bit neat and easier to pull them out. So all I have to do is kind of pull them out. This is a bit heavy one, so I'm not going to do that now, especially with one hand. So that has fixed a lot, and then this is the area that I thought I'm going to address this first, and then everything else is going to follow through. So let me go and show you what's all this on the desk, what I'm going to be doing with it. Okay, so now you've seen around the garage, I'm going to be showing what I'm going to be doing. So I want to fix this area, and I had ideas of what to do, and they came slowly, bit by bit. One of the things I want to do is paint the wood. I don't know if you can't really see this wood, or the one at the bottom here, but you probably saw from the video before. I'll show you again. I wanted to get that garage look to it. So I did some work in my garden, and I got this paint. It's like stains the wood and protects the wood. So I thought I'll do the same. So I got this one, Ronseal 2-door black oak, and I thought this would be really cool to put on wood, so it doesn't paint completely black. You can see the grain of the wood, so it's quite a nice effect. I haven't used this one. I used the grey one in the garden, but this will be really good here. So this is kind of outdoors because it's so cold here. It's about 17 degrees inside this garage or lower. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this and paint all the bits of wood, so you have a nice contrast from the table, which is a nice color, and then everything else will be black. And then I thought, so if I do that, that's already going to make a change. Obviously you can't really see that, but I'll be able to see it as I come into the garage. Then I thought I'll buy, again you can't see, and maybe I'll open it now, is this other paint. Let me show you. So this is quite expensive. So I wanted to paint the brickwork there, and I thought I'll do that. And I was looking for paints, so I found this one. This is what is it? The Rainbow Liquid Chalk Specialists. So this is quite expensive. I think it was about £25 for 1 litre. Is a lot, but I just want to buy the first one to try. So this is like a primer and paint in one. So I don't need to waste any time putting primer, letting it dry. I can just apply it to the wall and should be done. And again, this I went for charcoal, I think, color. Yeah, charcoal matte. I went for matte because I don't really want any shine to reflect on the camera, with the lights. So I bought this and I want to paint all of this black. I think it'll look really cool. And then the idea that I had is to get rid of this orange bit here, that every time I take one thing, something falls out, and it's not the neatest thing to have. So to fix that, I got these panels. Let me take one of these out from IKEA. And I don't know if you can see, let me open one so you guys can see without reflection. Okay. I saw these when I was looking at the storage, wall storage. Let me put this down. And I really like this. Is made out of, it looks plastic, but it looks a bit brittle. It's not very flexible, which is probably a good thing. But I thought I'll put these guys at the back there. Now, my friend Rakesh said, why are you going to paint this black if you're not going to see it, because you're going to put these boards? Now, I know that there'll probably be gaps, or in specific angles you're going to be able to see the color here, and that's going to annoy me. And if I ever remove these, there'll be a middle patch of brickwork exposed rather than painted, and I don't like doing that. I need to do it the right way. So I'm going to paint just basically this area of the wall. I'm going to paint it all black, and I'm going to apply these ones. So they'll go, the 3 boards that I bought, I'm going to put this one here, and then 2 more, and I'll probably put it by this height, so I can hang things maybe a bit higher, so I can have things at the bottom if I need to, just like I have my speaker there. And this comes with I guess this frame. I haven't seen how this mounts, but I believe, I don't know, is it just one? Oh, let's have a look. Let's have a look at the instructions. I have no idea how this mounts. Let's have a look. Okay, it just comes with one, which is a bit odd. The bottom is going to be hanging, I don't know. But it looks like this will go at the top. Let's see if it shows here. So they go like this way. So I'm going to put 3 of these together, and then at the bottom I think they use these spaces here to put them at the bottom, so they kind of just hang at the bottom. I think that's it. So I need to make 4 holes, and I'm going to do that before I paint, because obviously after painting you don't want to get the dirt from the brick. It sticks to the paint and it'll ruin all the work. So I'm going to be measuring everything, putting these panels up, and then I have these guys these are little cup holders that you can just attach to this panel. So let me show you. So I have, so these guys will attach here like let me see, like so, and then you just slot them in. So when you need something, you just take it out. That's a little bit more convenient actually. So I got quite a few of these. I think I have 12, and I'm gonna put them around, and you can see quite clearly, and he closes completely, so no dust will go inside. So that's a really good thing. And then I got these guys, which is just cups with no lid, and this is to put any tools, pencils, whatever I need. And they, again, they'll use the same mechanism. And there you go. I got 4 of these, and then I got some hooks. All of these you can, I think like this is a pound. These guys, a pack of 3 is what, £8 or less than that. It's really is very affordable, to be honest. So what else did I buy? And I bought these shelves, shelving units, which again they should go like this. So I bought a few, so if I want to put a few things on, stable like the speaker and so on, I can do that. Now the other things that I bought that you probably won't be able to see is this really nice desk clamp USB power strip, because a lot of times I have to bring the charger to connect USB cables. So I thought I'll buy one of these, and I don't want to hang it like this one. Let me show you. Like this one is hanging there, because it was pretty convenient in a way. It was right in the middle, but it's not like I wanted black. I didn't have one. I used, again, things that I had around the house in the garage. So I fitted that one in, but it's not the best view for you guys as well. And I thought I would invest in something like this. Now this one is a pretty cool one, because it has, let me open this. Has 4 plugs, and then it has 4 USB-C and 2 USB-A at the top. So enough for what I need, more than enough. And you have a switch at the back here. I have no idea the quality, and it has this clamp to lock it. I'm not going to put it here. I might put it in the corner. Then again, I don't know. We'll see. Here could be quite convenient because I'm usually in the middle, but maybe there would be out of sight, could be a better option. Again, this is something we'll be playing around later. And then, what else did I get for here? Then I got something you won't be able to see, but it's these Hexagon lights. You've probably seen in loads of other YouTube videos, something like that. I didn't buy for a while because I wasn't sure if I actually need it, because I have 2 lights here. But then I thought, you know, let's make this a really cool space for me. Even, you know, getting ready for the summer, because summer is where I usually spend more time here. I would even move here, honestly. If this was heated and well insulated, I don't think anyone would find me in the house. I'll be here all the time. So I'm going to be taking everything out, like all these attachments for the TV, plugs, everything. I'm going to be measuring, making the holes, and I'm going to start feeding. So I'm going to put this in time lapse with my GoPro, so you're probably going to see a little bit more than this because it's a wide angle. I'm going to do that for you guys, and I'm going to do this work, and hopefully, I'm not too sure, I only have maybe 3 to 4 hours to work here today. Anyway, so let's go and do that. I'm very excited. Let's get on with it. I'll need a coffee first. All right, so giving you a little bit more wide angle on this camera, but I've drilled the holes for the brackets so that I can put these lovely panels. I'm just gonna sweep everything, and then I thought it would actually be better to start with the wall. So what I'm gonna do, I'm not gonna go all the way on all the walls because I wanted to test this paint out. So what I'm gonna do is paint the back and the sides up to here. I don't know if you can see, just that section, so like a U shape kind of style, just to get an idea of how the paint works, if I have enough, if it's good quality. And then I'm gonna be, once it's dry, I'm gonna paint the wooden bits, and then once everything is fine, I'll put the wall mount. I think that's about it, isn't it? I don't think there's a lot. I don't know if you can see this. I put the screwdrivers here, the little ones, the big ones. So this would just let me have it always accessible. I thought that was a nice little touch. I was thinking about doing the same for the Allen keys because I use Allen keys all the time, and I want to leave this as empty as possible. Now there's a light behind this, so I can't drill here. That's why I didn't put it there, and I quite like keeping this clean. So I'm thinking about putting the Allen keys on that side. So I might do that. Got myself a coffee to warm up, and we're gonna crack on with this. So let's get on with it. Here's the paint, guys. Can you see? It's like this charcoal. Let's see how it looks in there. Alright guys, it's been a few days, and so I have a bit more time to come back to the garage, but already you can tell the difference, right? It looks so much cooler with this background. I think it's coming along nicely. Now there's a few things I still need to do, which is painting the bottom of these boards and the top of them. So I'm going to be doing that today, but first I'm going to put this stuff up so I can start tidying up, you know, all the boards. I have 3. By the way, after holding them for a bit longer, although they feel like plastic or polymer, they're not, and they do scratch easily. You can't probably see, but there's some minor scratches, but it chipped here. And this, when I found out that this is not plastic, is a cardboard. It's like, not cardboard, is a, I don't know the name for this actually. Is this, it's kind of this type of wood, which you can't really tell now. I don't know what it's called, but if I'll find out and put it on. But basically you can see here, it chipped, can you see? So thankfully I have some paint. I'm gonna do that, fix that, and put it back probably in the corner so you can't really tell. Anyway, so I'm going to be doing that. So if you buy these things, just take good care of them. I thought I didn't have to worry so much, but I do. So, you know, you learn. But yeah, it's coming along really nicely. I need a few more other things to do, but I really like the contrast between this nice looking wood color and the black. I might paint a little bit at the top here. You can't really see on this camera, but I'll show you. And then I have to find some boards to put them up to fit the Hexagon lights. These will go at the top, but because I have just these beams going across, there's quite a big gap between them, so I won't be able to mount this easily. So I'm going to put some boards in. I had a thought about buying some loft, what is it called? Some loft boards or floorboards, loft floorboards. They're cheap wood, and that's the cheapest way I can find. I can get about 12 panels, so 4 packs of 3. They're about $12.99, something like that. So what I'm going to do is put them right in the middle. So I'm not going to cover the whole thing. I'm just going to put right in the middle, because my idea is to use the gap between the beams and the wood to store more things. And if I buy that floorboard, I think it's, I don't know the thickness. It's quite strong. It's strong enough for you to walk on it. So if I put it up, I can store some stuff underneath, well, above it. So that shouldn't look like. But don't worry, I'll show you all of it when I do the work. I want to see if I finish all of this week. So if I can finish all the painting, all the boards, tidying up a little bit, then I'm gonna try to do the lights. And I have some paint. So I use about half the tin for this wall, but I do need to do the top, and I need to do the bottom, and then maybe I'll do one of these walls. I'll probably start with this side, wall painted, because it came out so well. I don't know if you can see, there's some spots that you can see like the orange color from the brickwork, but I don't mind it so much. You know, it doesn't have to be perfect. I think it gives a bit of character, a bit of, you know, age to it as well, so it doesn't look like it's just freshly painted. So, you know, you want that kind of look. I think it looks a bit more realistic, more of a workshop kind of feel, or garage kind of feel. That's what I'm looking for. Anyway, for you guys, I think it looks fine on the camera, and I'm loving it. So let's carry on the project. Every time I open the garage is a new thing now. So let's go. I'm going to stop the camera to do the time lapse, and we'll crack on. What's up guys? So back in the garage to kind of put things away. I painted the bottom of the desk. You can see some gaps there. This is where I ran out of paint, so I need to order some more paint, but I managed to do the middle bit, which is the one you'll probably be able to see. Let me turn the camera around and show you a little bit more. Okay, so let me see if I can go through here. So I didn't manage to paint that bit or that bit. I did the middle just because that's where, as you come in, you'll probably see it, because I don't fill up this area. Maybe I will actually, I don't know. Anyway, so I thought I'll start painting in the middle, because it's the only bit that is visible from as you come into the garage. But I ran out of paint. I need to buy some more. I came here last night just to do the bottom bits. I know they're going to be scratched as you put the box in and out, but it's something I'll have to deal later. So I've done all this bit. Let me show you something that it bothered me a little bit. Now, when I fitted these guys, I put the frame at the back, or the bracket, and I wasn't sure how much space to give them between this bracket and the next one. So I kind of used, what did I use? I used this actually to kind of give me a distance, like the same distance from this side to that side. And obviously they were too close, so I couldn't put this board at the same location, because it would be almost overlapping. And so I thought, you know what, I'll put one up and the other one's down, because then I can fit all of them together, and it becomes, I guess, a little bit of a feature, even though I effed up on that. You know, it is what it is. I'm not too bothered, because actually this area is where I work the most, so having a little bit of more height, I don't know, man, I'm just trying to justify this. So here are the tools, the screwdrivers. So I thought this was a quite good idea, right? Just out of the way, but easy to access. This, I'm gonna move it. So today what I wanted to do is just tidy up. As you can see, so moving the camera around, look at this tower. So I need to move all of these back in their place, so I have space around here. There are things in here that you can see, old stuff that I need to get rid of, camping gear that I might have to take inside the house, put in the loft. Not that I have a lot of space there, but yes, I want to make sure I can access these tables that I use quite often. So I don't want to have anything here. This is my old wheel for the CB 1000R that I need to fix. I need to remove the dent that I had. Anyway, if you watch my channel, you know exactly what I'm talking about, but I need to take that to get fixed. And so today I'm going to be putting everything away. I have about an hour, so let's see how much can I tidy up. So this gives you an idea of the status. Let me go back here. So this is how it's looking. Okay, let's go and change this. What's up, guys? So got the boards here. I have 4 here. I actually bought 6. There's 2 more in the car. Now I was gonna buy cheap wood, but the moment I put them on the trolley and I start pulling, I've noticed how heavy they were. So I don't want to put a lot of weight on the ceiling, just because the beams, I don't know how much weight they can take, and plus I think they would be overkill. So I bought these other ones. I don't know what they called, these guys. I'll put the name down, but they were about £13 each. So I got 6 of them, and I'm gonna be putting up here. Now I had some previously that I think these are the ones I use for the top here. So they're really strong, but look what happened there. I think obviously, because they didn't go all the way to the end, can you see? And then now it stayed in that shape. So I need to see how I'm gonna do to fix that when I put my ones, because I wonder if it's gonna have the same issue. Now those are a bit thicker, so they'll be heavier. Possibly that's why that happened. I'm gonna see what I can do about that. I guess chip wood will probably remain the same shape, but I went with these ones. I wonder if that was the right call. But I have them now. I think they're much lighter. This should be okay, I think. Well, we'll soon find out, right? So the thing is, I'm gonna have to take these lights down, so and take those boards out, and then I have to measure, because I'm gonna start from one corner. So I'm gonna start from there, to make sure these boards go right in the middle, and we'll see how it turns out. So let's go and do that. Okay guys, so tidy up a little bit here, and a little bit more space in the garage. It's looking pretty good, if I may say so myself. Now I'm just looking at connections here. So the size of these lights is 2 meters and 35 centimeters. The length and the width is 1 meter and 62 centimeters. Now this is smaller than the panels that I have up there, that I fitted, which are looking good. I painted, it's drying. I'm thinking if I should do, I don't know if you can see me, but I'm thinking if I should do another layer of paint before fitting these, because yeah, I might do, yeah, I think I'll have to do them, because I can see some patches, obviously, because there's some bits are still dry, and the others have absorbed, the wood has absorbed. So I'm gonna do another layer, just so I'm really happy with the result. Have these lights hanging, but I just wanted to have a quick look here on the lights. So the lights come like this, like this. So you have the connections on each side, and I just want to put one together to show you. So we'll probably need 6, right? The Hexagon. So they're quite big. I think they're 40, almost 50, 47. They're probably more than 50 centimeters. In diameter, or rectangle. So I just want to see this last connection. So you have these different cables. So this one, if you want to connect to a power supply, or this if you want to use the plug, if you want, I mean power supply, I mean connect straight to a cable or connect to a plug. So I already have the cables running there, so I'm going to use this. I have this keyboard connector, so I'm going to use that. So most likely I'll use that one. I just need to know where does that fit. So I need to know if I'm going to put our power terminal. Okay, there must be one of these that has a power terminal. So I need to know where is that going to go, because I need it right at the back, the closest to, oh actually I can use that one. Well, right at the front then, to connect the cable. So these are the connectors, as you can see here. And let's see if I can spot the one that has the external connector. They have, all of them have this little bit where you're going to be attaching or screwing on the ceiling. And obviously there's the different shapes. So these are where you connect 3 of them, the other ones I'll connect 2. Now, let me tell you, you should really try this before installing. But I think the reviews have been good. And guess what? I paid about 50 to 60 pounds on this, and I knew I needed to buy because it was on discount. The price shot up to 100 pounds, so I saved about at least 40 pounds on this. I think there's no special connect. I think it's just one of these. They're gonna stay at the end. I can't see any difference between these ones, so they're all the same, which means I guess you can connect to any of these plugs. So let's see. Yeah, so I guess one of them would be that. Okay, we have one more. This one will go here. Look at the size of that. Huge. Okay, let's have a look how this may turn out. Alright guys, so the panels are up and they've been painted. Now I just need to fit the lights, and the lights are here. So just made one. I need to make sure it goes right in the center of this, so I'm going to try to do my best. I'm going to be positioning the light right in the middle, well, one of the sides, because they connect 2 of them, so this should be right in the middle. That's what I'm gonna try to do. And then all I need to check is, should it be up here, right here, I should start a bit behind. I need to measure, I need to check. Might be maybe 10-20 centimeters in, but we'll check that and fit them. They have the screws here, so it should be a quick thing, I'm hoping. So let's go into that. So guys, the project is complete. I hope you like the result. I've done the main things I wanted to in terms of the background, which is much nicer. Guys, I've got rid of so many things here in the garage, you have no idea. But there's still loads of other things to go. But you know, slowly we'll get there. For the most part, it's good, it's looking pretty awesome. I kept this because I really like the way I can store things here and it's easy to access. There's some additional storage there, and it's looking pretty slick. And obviously now I can actually get to see my my painting, and it's looking good. It's looking good. Everything is nice and neatly organized. There's some other stuff here, but hey, that's for later. That's for another video that'll come in a few weeks, hopefully. There's some other things I need to do before I open this box. But yeah, there's still work to be done. But I'm so happy with this, honestly, especially when you start seeing the lights. Now I have you know, pretty good lighting all over the garage, which is good. So even if I work here on the Transalp, I have loads of light. I'm pretty happy with the project, to be honest. It came along really nicely. So I hope you like this video. I know it's very different than what I usually do, but it's something different, something to change the scenario and an improvement to my future videos. So if you did like it, drop a like, write a comment to help the algorithm, share it, that would really help me, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya!